Hi, Tom and Janice. Thank you for taking the time to come in again today. I know we spent about an hour and a half last week gathering information and going over your goals and prioritizing. And I wanted to reiterate my understanding of your goals, and then I do have a couple of recommendations today as it relates to a couple of the goals that you stated were important. You mentioned that you wanted to retire between the age of 62 and 67, so between 20 and 25 years from now, and certainly no later than age 67. You want to fund your children's education substantially, but not entirely. You'd like to continue with your travel dreams, debt reduction, your charitable philanthropic giving goals, increasing your emergency fund to get to that 4 to 6 month buffer that we know is so important in case there's an emergency. Refinance your current mortgage, and then continue with your community activism as it relates to your work with animals. And I know you mentioned that you work on a board or two, and that I wanted to say that's very commendable. Today I want to address two specific goals in your financial plan. One is your mortgage rates. I think it's important that we address those because that is a moving target, and those rates can fluctuate. So let's capture them now while they're low and in fact below your current rate. You mentioned in our first meeting that your current rate is 6.87%, that you have a $274,731,000 remaining balance, and your monthly payment is $2,133.93. I do have several recommendations for you, but I do want to remind you that when you refinance, you can expect to pay about 2% in closing costs today. And so for you, on your current balance, 2% would be $5,494.62, which would bring your new loan amount to $280,225.62. So when I talk about refinancing, that is the amount I am referring to, because I don't recommend that you pay those costs outside of your refinancing. You have other goals that we still need to address, in particular your emergency fund, and I don't want to take resources away from those other important goals. And in fact, you would only save about $38 a month if you did that, and it's not enough to make it worth your while. The three options I looked at for your mortgage were the 3-to-1 ARM, and they had an initial very attractive rate of 2.75%. However, they are an adjustable rate mortgage, which means they can adjust upward. So that initial rate of 2.75% can go up 1% a year for a max of 5% over the life of the mortgage, and that can bring you all the way up from 2.75 to 7.75, which would put you in a worse position than you are today. So I'm going to take that one off the table, also because the fact that that tends to be a 30-year product, and you are hoping to have no mortgage payment in retirement, so that does not address that goal properly. The other one is a 15-year fix that I looked at. It's currently being offered at 4.25%, and the 20-year fix, which is currently being offered at 5.68%. Now, when I look at the 15-year fixed at the 4.25% rate, that would bring your monthly mortgage payment to $2,108.08, which is again on that $280,225.62, your new loan amount, and then again the payment is $2,108.08. Now, the advantage is, yes, of course, it would reduce your mortgage time from the 19 and a half years that you have remaining down to only 15. It does not substantially decrease your payment. In fact, you would only save $25.85 each and every month down from your current payment. The 20-year fixed, being offered at 5.68%, would put you at a monthly payment of $1,956.24. That would allow you a $177.68 monthly savings that you would realize, and then we can allocate those towards Joshua and Jenny's college education funds, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So just to be clear, I am recommending that you consider the 20-year fixed rate mortgage with a monthly payment of $1,956.24. That does include rolling your closing costs into your mortgage. Okay, so the education funds, which can benefit from those monthly savings, we'll start with Joshua, age 7, who will be attending Colorado State University in 11 years, which we know is Janice's alma mater. After crunching some numbers and remembering that you wanted to substantially but not entirely fund their education, you told me that you wanted to fund of that $30,000 a year annual tuition, you wanted to fund $25,000 of that. Now we know those are in today's dollars and those numbers will be higher in the future, but in today's dollars, we're going to look at you funding $25,000 each and every year. So for Joshua, your total need will be $147,591.23, again including that 4% annual tuition increase. So what that means to you on a annual basis is $5,020. How did I get that number so low? Well, I put the money to work that Tom said was available through the inheritance from his parents. You mentioned in our first meeting that there was a $60,000 inheritance. You wanted that split amongst both children at $30,000 each. And specifically for Joshua, that $147,591.23 need can be reduced by $63,145.56 by growing that $30,000 inheritance at 7% for the next 11 years. Now that would bring your total remaining commitment to $84,445.67. That would then translate into that $5,000.20 annual commitment for you, Tom and Janice. For Jenny, I am showing that she is attending Colorado State in 13 years and that you will need a total of, let's get Jenny's number here, $159,634.69. We're going to take that amount and reduce it by the amount we're going to grow her inheritance by for the next 13 years at 7%, and we can reduce that $159,634 by $72,295.35. So that would leave $87,339.34 remaining for you as parents to save over the next 13 years. That means that you would have to save an annual amount of $4,052.78 for Jenny's education. I'm recommending that we capture the savings from the mortgage each and every month at $177.68 and allocate that, half of it, $88.84 each, into the children's college account. And then you can, that would be about $2,132 a year that you can save in total. And then the amount that you would be required annually would be $69.20. $69.20 off of that $9,054 could come from the charitable contributions that you currently have. I noticed on your balance sheet that you have $8,396 going to charitable endeavors each and every year, which is commendable, but we'll reallocate those dollars towards Joshua and Jenny's education, or you can take a portion from the charitable fund and a portion from the travel fund, which I noticed was at $12,500 each year. So it would be up to you. I know you're going to want to talk about it. Again, we can take it all from the charitable contributions, or a portion from the charitable and a portion from the travel budget. I'd like for you to talk about it and let me know what is desirable for you too, and then we'll go ahead and get those college accounts started as soon as possible. I'm hoping sometime early next week. I appreciate your time today. Thank you for coming in, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.